think what is happening during the reset is when your brain shuts off, when your brain shuts down, your whole body lose the commander. Your whole body lose like the someone who is giving it the orders. And in that very moment, it has the best opportunity to relax itself. And it will. Why is this important? When I compare this technique with the second most efficient technique for body relaxation, which is the meditation. Oh man. In normal meditation takes me somewhere in between 10 to 30 minutes to get in the state where I am relaxed enough to be able, just by breathing, cleansing my body and work with these energies. Alright? And this technique, I don't need 30 minutes. It's only one breath. And in these few seconds, I'm constantly able to get into the state when my relaxation is on the highest possible level. And so, not even that it is tremendously faster, like it's really big deal how much faster it is, but also it's not even faster, it's more intense, it's much more effective. Man. Yeah, the spring of the bear. The bear spring. What next? Thanks of this relaxation. It's really, really, really easy for the body to get rid of everything which is stuck inside, especially the traumas. Alright, there is one warning. More will be coming, because more effective, more powerful some technique is, more you can gain, also more you can lose. So on one side, this is really, really powerful technique which can help you to rise and evolve, grow, and change much faster, much more effective. But you must be aware of some dangers which are hindering it, and so it's quite important to know the rules and doing it safe. What am I talking about? When you pass out, you lose the connection in between your spirit, your soul, your awareness, and your body, especially the brain. Inside the brain, among many other things, there is the memory. And as you pass out, and then you are waking up again, in the very first moment, you have no access to the memory yet. And therefore, you know literally nothing. Like, there is no information at all in the head. No memory at all. It's really the point zero. That's why I call it reset. As you are waking up, the brain slowly start to work again, and your connection from your spirit, from your soul to the brain and its memory is trying for reconnection. And it goes step by step, one memory after another, like it is with the feelings, with the energy. The same process go with everything else which is going on inside the body. And so, in the very first moment, you might be confused because you don't know who you are, you don't know where you are, you actually don't know what did happen. You just woke up, and now you are waiting till the memory comes back. But there is this few seconds, it might be some in between, on a fraction of second till 2 or 3 seconds, sometimes even more, before the memory comes back. In my experience, it's usually about 3 seconds. It might be more. And because you were out, you were completely relaxed, you had no control, no power over your body, and you create perfect opportunity for the traumas get out. And they do. There was one day when I pass out. In the moment of relaxation, there must have been like really deep, intense trauma, which just get on the surface, and the body starts to remember it re-experience it, relive it. What happened? The whole of your body is overflowing with the trauma energy, with the same feeling you have had in the moment of creation of this trauma. In this very case, it was a memory to one of my deaths from some of my past lives. I was about to wake up from the passing out and in the first moment I gained the consciousness again. There was no memory yet, no capacity for information inside the brains. Only thing what I was experiencing was very, very intense feeling throughout all my body. And so I put my focus on that because I want to find out like what just happened, you know, what is happening. It's always the same. And man, I felt like I'm somewhere deep underwater. I felt like every single movement of my body has dense resistance, like you are in the water. And also I felt like the pressure from above, like there is more water above me, and it was impossible to see a thing inside there. Like the water was very, very dirty. It was dark. I was not able to recognize a single thing. But I was almost certain that I am under the water. And suddenly something pulled with my body. And after the first pull, like 3 more comes in different direction. And with my body, it starts to shaking like from one side to another. And the shaking starts to increase in numbers, but man, like mostly in intensity. And it escalates. The speed with the shaking, the power of the shaking, like I was able to feel the fury. I was able to feel the bloodthirst, the hunger, the rage, the fear. The competition. And when it started, I was aware of my size and of my weight. Somehow, when you are like moving in the water, the resistance of the water will tell you like how probably big and heavy you are. And for me, the most terrifying feeling of this all was that as this action continues, as this go on, I was really aware. I felt like the resistance in the water is dropping down. Like I felt like there is less and less and less of me. I felt like I am disappearing. And there was nothing I could do. In this very moment, it could be 1 second right after I woke up. I still have had no memories at all. So I have no idea who I am, where I am, and what is happening. But I already have felt all these feelings, which makes me come to the conclusion that, well, it's really bad situation. Like, I was not sure what is happening, but I was sure that this is the end. Like, there is no way on earth how I could survive that. I already knew that I need few more seconds till my memory come back. But I also knew that in the time I will have my memory back, there will be nothing more to do. Like, it will be already too late for me to save myself from whatever is happening there. And I must say, like, it was one of the most unpleasant feeling I ever had. Like, waking up into the very unpleasant way of dying. Like, I don't really know what was it. If I was about to if I was about to choose, like, I'm thinking that it was something like if I drop into the water where was lots of hungry beasts, like for example piranhas, and now they start to eat you, and man, it's a rush. Like, it was really rush, and you have no control. You cannot do anything. You are smashing from side to side, and you only feel like you are disappearing, like there is less and less of you. Whew. Creepy. Oh. Yeah. And after 2 or 3 seconds, my memory come back, and I realized that it's not really happening. It's only the memory. It was only one of the traumas that was storage inside of me. But it really was not pleasant experience. And this was only like the best of it. But I have several others, like, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 more of those trauma released when I was waking up without the memories and being in a very unpleasant situation, not knowing what's happening is always terrifying. And so, this is one thing I have to warn you that could happen when you decide to do this technique. So wait, why would anybody would like to do that again? What's the point? Alright. Let's give you more sugar. As I am dancing on the edge of conscious and unconscious, I am trying to hit the very point, like the border, like the edge in between those two. Like where I'm doing this exercise, the pressure will define how intense and how long the unconscious will be. When you like really take a deep breath and like really squeeze all the muscles in your body and push up the pressure, as much as you can, and then you breathe out, relax completely and let loose yourself. It will be probably like very intense pass out, and it will probably take a little longer time, and the disconnection in between brain and the spirit, your soul, will be more intense before longer time. And I find out for myself that it's way too much intense, and there is much higher probability of those crazy, intense, scary traumas to come on the surface and to have like really bad trip of it. But if you are doing it more gently, you will get to the point where you get only dizziness, but you don't pass out. It's like few steps before you already start to coming back. And this dizziness is efficient enough to build up your awareness around the space. And as you do it, you add more and more intensity to it until you get on the edge in between consciousness and unconsciousness. And on this edge, what I'm doing is I'm trying to hold on my consciousness during my brain shutting down. And as my brain shut down and whole body lose the control, I'm not trying to gain the control, like force it and immediately get it again. No, 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 no. I don't do anything at all. I only watch and I feel. And it is possible to watch the whole thing from outside. The spirit, the soul, it's not depending on the body and the brain. And it is possible to stay awake and be aware what is happening inside your body or outside as you want it. During your body being in unconscious. And this is the technique, this is the way how to learn, how to exercise the connection and disconnection in between your body and your soul, and between your spirit and the physical form. Man, this is big deal for me because it gives you new abilities. This helps you to astral traveling. It helps you to lucid dreaming. It actually helps you to train how to leave your body and do whatever you want, wherever you want. Your spirit, your soul can be free in any single time, and you can do like whatever you want with it. Isn't it interesting? Like, for me, it's very interesting. Another thing which you train and exercise here is once you will die, this is exactly the same process you will go through. And you either can die and like fall asleep, lose the consciousness together with the body, and have no awareness what is going to be after the death. Like just to have blackout. Let the things happen on themselves. Or you can train. You can exercise this technique, and then you will be able to keep your awareness, keep the consciousness, even after moment your body died, even after moment you left your body. Oh man, like that's something, isn't it? Good. As I train this technique, it improves all my abilities which are connected with the spirit realm, as I spent more time as a spirit itself without the body, I am able to see and feel and understand more of the world which is not physical. And since I am exercising this technique, my connection gets stronger. It is much easier to see the signs, to receive all kinds of messages, informations, inspiration. All of my inspiration come from above, right? And from within, right on. Wait. From above and also from within. And more time I spent being aware in the spirit state, much more easier it becomes to understand, to listen, to see, to feel the communication from this world to me. In every single moment I got into peace, like every time I calm down my mind, almost like you switch it off. Every time I lower the voices of my mind, every time I lower the feelings from the outside,